Right, okay, so sweet pastry, alright. Soft flour compared to strong flour that we use with bread. Yeah, so basically it's the same process. You've got your soft flour, we're sieving. Why do we sieve?
To get rid of all the lumps.
Get rid of all the lumps. And make sure there are no misdemeanors in there. Like prime example here, there are a couple of little bits of nastiness in there that will be no good to me if I bit into them. Alright, so in there I've sieved my flour. Alright, and basically now in with your 85 grams. You've got it on your bench, check it, weigh it. Nothing's been weighed out today, guys, so basically make sure we weigh out. So that goes in. Your classic pastries always start with a rubbing in method. Alright, that's using your fingertips. It's a bit like shortcut pastry, scones and the like. Yeah, you always use a rubbing in method. Alright, so basically rub into a breadcrumb stage. Yeah, classically your short crust doesn't have any of the other ingredients in it. Alright, it has plain flour, half fat of flour, so it's either fat or lard depending on what you're making, or a mixture of both. The richer the pastry, the higher the fat content. So you could use margarine, you could use butter, you could use lard, or a mixture of either. Yeah, but if I was weighing out, if I was doing a kilo of flour, I would need 500 of the fat. Yeah, so it was half fat of flour. Yeah, and then just water and a bit of salt, a short crust. This is sweet pastry, like I say, so you start it off the same way. So you're rubbing your fat through your breadcrumbs, through your flour, to create a breadcrumb stage. Alright?
Do you know why it's different with the flour? It's 283 grams.
Because that's what the recipe says, chef. Just follow the recipe. Ask Mr. Beadle, he was the one that sorted this recipe out. Right? So like I say, rub it through. The issue with pastry making is if you've got hot hands, you're a hot-handed person, you need to keep everything as cold as possible. Because if you start melting your fat, it becomes a little bit more of an issue when you're trying to work with it. Alright? So colder hands are better, yeah? So if you're cold-hearted and cold-handed like me, it's alright. If you've got a warm heart and warm hands, it's a little bit more difficult. I know chefs that used to freeze the butter, freeze the pastry flour, well, I can't freeze the liquid, but chill the liquid right down in the fridge before they use it. So it makes a better product. The colder the paste, the better the product. Like I say, so that's been rubbed through. I've known lads who've got buckets of iced water beside them, hands in for a couple of minutes, really, really cold, then work the clay pastry again, yeah? Because I want to keep it nice and cold. But I'm heartless, I mean, I've got cold hands, so I'm alright. So if I come round and feel your hands, I'm not being weird. I'm just checking your hands to see your temperature of your hands, alright? And I might say, right, next time make sure you chill your butter down, etc, etc. Does that make sense? Not me being a weirdo. Right, so the easiest way to check that it's all rubbed in is you shake it, and basically any lumps ironically come to the top, don't sink to the bottom. So if you've got lumps of fat not well mixed in, just check it and then just do another quick rub through. Alright? So like so, breadcrumb stage. Yeah, so it's got a bit of a crumb to it. That's mixed in nicely now. Right, so you had your 1 egg. Yeah. Your 72 egg yolks. Well done, Maya. Yeah. And 85 icing sugar. Mix them together. These. The icing sugar is very, very delicate, but it goes all over if you're too rough with it, so be careful.
Shouldn't it be kind of like soft, but not kind of hard with it, so it doesn't go everywhere?
So it doesn't go everywhere, basically, yes. And basically just mix them together, like so. You might not get all your lumps out, don't worry about that. We'll be out all day trying to get all the lumps out of the ice and sugar. So you mix it to combine, then basically in it goes.
I don't understand. When we're playing it up, would it be a cold or a hot?
What do you think?
I'm thinking it's cold because you don't want it like warm, because then it would melt whatever's inside.
Well, not inside, it's just like if you're serving clotted cream with it, yeah?
Ah.
The clotted cream, if you put it on a hot plate, will melt.
And the people in the liquid.
So basically use your spoon to bring it together, like so. Remember what I said at the beginning, make sure you don't overwork it. So I'm just having a little bit of flour in there, and then I'll bring it together in my bowl. Put a hint of flour on my bench, not a lot. Like so, yeah, it's soft. It is soft, and that's the nature of the beast, alright? But you don't want to overwork it now, yeah? You don't want to be kneading it like your bread, as basically it becomes a lot tougher. It's not very palatable, alright? So bring it together, just to bring it to a smooth paste.
By the way, it's dough meant to be like kind of yellowish.
And it will be, because it's got 5 egg yolks in it, yeah? Yeah, the egg yolks will give it what colour?
A yellowish.
Exactamundo. That's why your short crust paste will be paler, because it won't have the egg yolks in it. So this is like you know, remember when you did your Chelsea buns, an enriched dough. This is an enriched pastry. So obviously anything sweet always had the addition of sugar. Yeah, so there we are. Nice straightforward. Excellent. And then basically what you see is a load of people rolling up into a ball and then getting it in the fridge. What are you going to do with it when you bring it out of the fridge?
You'll have to roll it out again.
Roll it out. So what's the point of making it into a ball? What I do with mine when I'm at work in industry, what I used to do, I would always have in little briquettes. Like so. Has anyone got cling film on either side? Can you pass the cling film to us, man? Who's on the back there, please? The white box. Cheers. Right. So what you need to do, like I say, you've got a cling film, because it needs to go in the fridge now for a good half an hour. Alright? Yeah, nice and simple, nice and straightforward. Get a label on it. Tip for the future, I see it so many times when people are using labels, is they take it off and put it on the whatever they're writing or they're making, and they put it on, the next thing you know it's really soft and it breaks through the cling film. So always write your label beforehand, yeah, and then put it on. So I need you to put a label on so everyone knows whose is whose as they go in the big fridge. So that needs to go in for a good half an hour to firm up and rest. Alright. So everyone needs to weigh out correctly. If you need more phase marge, it's there. No icing sugar's been weighed out yesterday at the moment, because obviously it would have gone everywhere when you were trying to do it. So basically that needs weighing out, and I've got the egg yolks here. Any questions? So basically, weigh out, breadcrumb, sugar, eggs together, knead, cling film, fridge. Yeah, done.